Welcome back, folks. Yeah, we had to take that break. Poor little kid, very tired, very worn out, and very much needs a nap. We're back, folks. Hope you enjoyed that run from Singapore to Bali. Great job on the controller. Hope he got his rating, and wish we could have done a better landing, but those things happen. However, we're on a new flight. Pegasus is our chariot, and it's going to take us up to Fairchild, Washington. Actually, it's called Fairchild Air Force Base up in Washington. Uh, this is the KC46, the new dog on the town with the Air Force, the KC46 air refueling tanker. To replace the KC10s and I'm assuming KC135s, but I don't know. So now let's talk about the plane here real quick. Oh, and by the way, we're leaving Colorado Springs, Peterson Air Force Base, northward to Colorado Springs. All right, how do you get your grubby paws on this? Well, first, enter exclamation mark 767 and you'll get a link. Now, I have the professional extended upgrade. You're going to need that for this livery, but technically, for the original KC46 that came out a year or so ago, um, you're still going to need the extended because you need the freighter version. This version, uh, um, the individual painted the 767-200 SF more to the realism of the plane, although still missing the boom, which that, folks, is what it is, and the pods on the wingtips. Because this aircraft, like the KC-10, can refuel them all. And by the way, the KC-10's right behind it. All right, once you have that, you're good to go. Now fire it up, SF, the 767 SF, Pratt Whitney engines. Here's how you'll know if you oopsed. Well, and get rid of the winglets. If you oopsed, your engines will be white if you come in with GE. Okay, change them to Pratt and Whitney right on the tablet. All you got to do, come right up here to plugins, come down to the tablet, go over here to airplane, select Pratt and Whitney. See, if I select GE, they go white. Okay, and there they're back. Nothing major. Now we'll come back to this in just a couple seconds. We need to power up, and hopefully I don't need to. Um, actually, yeah, I do need to. Doggone it! I think I'm gonna need to reset my plane. We'll find out. Okay, let's get up top here and let's hope and pray. Battery switch on. I meant to do this before we went on, and yep, that's what I get, sometimes for doing too much. I'm just getting some things that I like set up. Let me drop down. Yep, we're gonna have to reset. Doggone it, I hate when that happens. All right, let's see if we can just reset and I don't have to shut it down and restart it. Okay, so here you can select your Pratt& and Whitney, turn your winglets off here, select OK. That you just click OK and eventually it goes away, hopefully. Okay, and then we just wait, hope, and pray. Let's get real quick check done here. Operations. This is not looking promising at all. Oh, maybe. Survey says yes. Success. All right, folks. A win for the team. All right, so I think we got everything that we can do. Throttle up the panel here. All right, I think all the lighting is set and we can continue now. Let me reopen the rest of the plane. We'll just first hit open all. That all looks good. Okay, now let's take a look outside. I said open all. What part of open all did it not get? Computers. Let's go back to our stone tablets and all right, folks. So now we're back to where we were. Okay, couple of other quirks here about this plane. I mean, they're just what you got to work with to achieve the goal of loading the plane. Okay, and I'll show you. They're not hard. You do it a few times, it's second nature. Okay. All right, so the first thing, we're going to bring up that tablet one more time. Flip it around here. Go to Ops, Ground. Okay, first thing I want you to do is zero out your cargo bay. How the oh. Okay. Here's one of the biggest confusing things about the plane. I'm going to bring Sim Toolkit in. I know you're going, well, that's not confusing. Well, let me explain where we're going with this. Okay, we've zeroed it out. It seems like you think you know how to load this plane. Trust me, it's got a little quirk to it. Hang on a second. I'm going to restart that just to be safe. And I probably ought to restart this. Try it again. And what I'm doing is restarting the ACARS program. Since we restart the plane, sometimes some of the features don't grab right, and I just find it more prudent to just restart certain things than leave them to their own devices. There we go. And flights. And unfortunately, things can be a little more complicated. There we go. There we go. And all right. Now we're back to where we started. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Hopefully, I don't have to restart Sim Toolkit. We'll find out. All right. So as you look at Sim Toolkit here, you can see our route, Colorado Springs, pretty much due north and a bit west. We're going to be flying with 178 people. That's actually more than the aircraft would normally carry. Uh, Call it cargo. 37,380 pounds. Oh, excuse me, 28,680 pounds of fuel. We're going to fly CHE to J163, and the first officer is back on deck. There she is, Miss America. Uh-oh. So up to OCS, over to JUMIS, MLP, INVUW, and exit into Fairchild. Cost index 80, cruising at 40,000. All right, now here's where it gets a little complicated. The goal of this is to reach our zero fuel, 214,030. Seems easy, right? Yeah. Do you know each of those pallets you'll put in, each weigh a specific amount? Now, the flight factor cargo planes know this. Okay. So here's what I like to do. Real quick, let's grab the weather here in Colorado Springs. Out of the southwest, it's 10 miles and a few clouds to deal with at 8,000 feet. Yes, above above ground level, not sea level, folks. Up in Fairchild, clear skies, 26 degrees and an east wind. So beautiful flying day. Can't wait. I'm going to go ahead put us up on VATSIM. By the way, folks, if you want to join Sim Air Force, one caveat I want to definitely let you know: you have to fly all your flights on VATSIM. There is an exception. When they have sanctioned stuff going on, I don't know if they still do this or not. They used to fly on DCS. So if they run like an exercise or something over there, you can fly and log, but here's the kicker, and it's well known to management here, it doesn't count towards VATSIM. Well, big duh. We're not on VATSIM. We're on Digital Combat. Digital Combat is not on VATSIM. Last I checked. I can't imagine why you'd want to be. Um, so they may do some stuff over there, but just realize that you'll have to coordinate with the uh, leadership here. All right, and our flight plans filed. We will be Sim Air Force 18. I might as well come online. SIMAF 18. And that is not SIM. Let me see. I think. There we go. And connect. All right. We'll worry about the Mode C stuff when we're ready to go. All right. So here's how I load the plane. Hang on a second. Clear and clear. All right. Each number you put in for a pallet is 9,800 pounds. So I'll load up with as many pallets to reach what we need to get to our zero fuel weight. That remainder I will then put into the cargo weight. Let me show you. All right. So our calculator for today. Where are you? All right. So currently we are wanting to get the aircraft to 214,000 pounds, 214,030 pounds. Currently, the aircraft is at 181,610. So let's plug in 214, not 22, 214,030. We're going to subtract 181,610. Okay, the difference here is pretty close to our cargo weight, 32,420 pounds. Now, we're going to take that number, divide it by 9,800. 3 pallets. Wow, I've never had that before, folks. A whopping 3 pallets. All right, now I go back, put the 214,030, and now I subtract that new zero fuel weight, 211,010, 3,000. Now, if that number was over 9,800, there's another pallet going on. 3,020 pounds. Okay, that goes in cargo weight. What gets a lot of people here, they think what you put here on cargo is what each pallet weighs. No, each pallet is already gonna weigh 9,800 pounds. Period. You don't get any help with that, folks. 9,800 pounds. So then I just take that remainder and stuff it in the cargo bulk weight. Now, perform your maintenance, okay? Optimize the CG. So it's going to put these where it would be best for our center of gravity. And then load. Now, to load the aircraft, just like the FedEx plane, we got to have the stairs, the LSU, the fuel truck. Ground power is not technically, and the loader unit isn't. So basically, what you would think you would need to load the aircraft. If not, where you see loading the plane right here, it tells you what you forgot to initiate. And of course, when you hear the sounds of the aircraft cease, and the fuel weight here matches 28.7 or 0.6, we're good to go. Okay. Close. Let's get going while it's doing that. All right, so parking brakes on, battery, standby, wipers, external power, left and right bus and all set up. Okay, we're on electrics. Let's start up the process for the alignment. 2, 3, move all 3 over to align. You get on DC. All right, I'm going to get a couple things set up here to help move us along a little quicker. And cool us down a little bit. And today's date is the 6th. Okay. I'll be using even numbers today. Okay, so they're all in a line. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay, get that noise down. And then I make sure my position, my wing lights are on. Technically, your wing lights don't have to be on right now, but why not? Okay, with them in alignment in nav, drop down. Let's start getting the FMC readied. Okay, aircraft's correct engines. Airnac's good until they're saying October 3rd. I saw something different a couple days ago. We'll see when that occurs. Model version and all correct. Position, here lies so. I did it again. Always look before typing. I have a feeling we may have reached the load. All right, and hang on, I'm gonna check something here. Hang on a second, folks. All right, folks. All right, things are a little hectic here with the little tyke, but we're gonna continue and hope for the best. All right, so we were left off here real quick. Let's see, where am I? Oh, putting in the flight number. That's what it was. That's what I was looking up. COS. Oh, okay, it does have the 01. All right, so what I was looking up is I think it's the MD11 that has the just the airport codes. Uh-oh, something's up. Duluth, thank you for the raid with 2 viewers. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate it. Thought I left the screen open. Oh my goodness. But thank you. Great news. Thank you, sir. And Raiders, thank you. Welcome into Flying with Mike. We've been in the flight sim world since about 1999 2000 time frame. And we've flown everything from FS. I believe I started with 98, but it could have been 2000, all the way up to FSX with that long pause, switched over to X plane, and not going back to the other side. So, but welcome in. We try to do things from startup all the way to shutdown. We're about halfway into that here. We had a little delay. The 5-month-old, my youngest daughter has, our granddaughter, obviously. We watched during the week and one of the weekend days, and or weekend days, and she has been really cranky the last few. So we almost had to terminate the stream. So, and we still might. We're hoping to get through, but you never know. All right, and what we were just discussing is the flight when you're putting in company routes. Now, if you fly Zebo, if you fly Airbuses, and no, I was going to say and the MD11. No, you have to put in a company route. But if you fly those Airbus or the Zebo, you just do the init request. Here, we're still old school, if you will. And we put in our company route loaded, and let's look at it first. Okay, I'm just looking at it real close up against CHE163, JUMIS, MLP, INVUW, EXETE. Okay, so we'll go ahead, activate, execute. Now, unlike the Zebo and the Airbuses mentioned already, this one you're going to have to do all of it. All right, you can't go in, get your performance, you can't go in, get this. So it's a little, and you can't, there is no real performance page to go to other than SimBrief. I'll show that here in a second. All right, so that got our load in, our route in to a point. Notice we don't have a runway or a SID out of here. First thing, we may not have a SID, and I don't think there is one. Let's see what it does while I bring it in here. If you use Navgraph charts, all you got to do is click departures and it'll show what you're planning for your departure. So Colorado Springs 613, okay, so it's just the standard straight out departure, and then they'll turn us, what's our first fix? CHE, and it may not even show up here. I don't think it is. Where the heck is CHE? Hang on, I gotta look that one up, folks. Well, we'll do it the easiest way. Okay, so obviously wasn't one of those on the departure. Rifle and red table were the closest in that direction, but it's like up in here. So, all right, so we can add it. I'm going to just to make it easier. I'm also going to look at the oh, VATSIM. That means we have somebody up. Colorado Springs approach. How about that? Ain't that special? Cool. All right, so runways, visual approaches, landing and departing 17 left and right, as well as 13 available upon request. Cool. All right. Well, how about that? So there you have it, folks. We are going to plan the Colorado 6 departure, and it kind of goes like this: 127 until ATC says turn. Fly heading 127 for vectors to filed assigned route. Initial climb 10-ish thousand feet. We'll see what they say. All right, so we'll select 13 for now. Colorado Springs, execute. Come over here to legs. Make sure vectors is fine. We're looking, actually, I want to set this to and up a couple. There we go. All right, so we can kind of step through. Looks good to me. All right, now let's go ahead put our departure in. Click, no, I did that wrong. Sorry, folks. Click index, SKA. And you know what we're going to do? Exactly the same thing. Y'all didn't get to see it last time. So what we'll do is first select our arrival. Considering our airports here, these are for the west side. Okay, Hilly and Zoomer are, oh wait, Hilly might actually work. Hilly is for all runways. Okay, hang on. And, oh, I need to cancel. And currently the winds are suggesting runway 5, so we'll be landing to the northeast. That might actually be worth investigating. Hilly. All right, and we'll just have to do something. All right, so first we'll do Hilly, transition. Now let's pull up our potential approaches from Hilly, if any. I'm not really liking what we have here, folks. We should be flying out. Let's take a look at the ILS. Really not liking this. So it's looking like they want us to come up and around. Or go ropes direct. How about we do that? We'll just fly it. Perfect. ILS, transition knock, execute. All right, let's back up. Okay, JUMIS, Okay, so here to here, ropes. Okay, all looks good. Execute. All right, so our knock will come around on the, everything looks good. All right, so we got this loaded. Now, our next page to go to is back to route, perf. Click on your zero fuel weight, 214.0. Let's double check it. Boy, I don't use this one enough. 214.0 works for me. Reserve. Here's where I get my reserve, folks. This is the Lido. So if you go to SimBrief and all you do is set your flight plan up, you don't change any kind of format, flight plan formats, you just leave it as it is, punch that generate, this is what you get. Come down here, just the next section, planned fuel. Here's your block fuel, that's what they're going to uplift in you. Right below that is going to be FMC info. This is your reserve alternate, which is what I like. That gives you your 45 minutes to your alternate. I'm sorry, gives you enough fuel to make it to that alternate if you have to divert at Fairchild, because you just can't make the approach. So you go to your alternate, but you gotta land at your alternate with 45 minutes or more of fuel. Those are FAA requirements. Military follows them too. Contrary to some people's belief. 9.0. The only time those get changed, from what I understand, and it takes even a whole lot more than just an act of war to get that requirement changed. But that could do it. But you better be actively engaged in stuff. All right, cruise altitude we know as 40. And I type it out just to be safe. Cost index 80. Now, our cruise winds. All right, now this one's telling you at 287 at 21. 287. Yeah, I can already hear those that fly the 737 Zebo and the Airbuses. Oh my gosh, we gotta fill all that in. Believe it or not, your inits and your performance stuff does that for you. Alright, so with all of that, I am going to go ahead. Hang on, click here, remove, and here we go. Alright, so now I'll click CG, go to page 2. Now, most of you won't go here. You feel it's just too much. Well, I don't. 170, whoa. Whoa. At 10. We'll see. 170, diagonal 10. Boom. That was easy. Slope, you get that, folks, either from your charts or Sim Toolkit. And we are down 0.5. So look at the format. How simple can that be? The letter D, 0.5. Done. But yeah, what's your outside air temperature? Look at your METAR, folks. It's 22 degrees. Real tough stuff. But a lot of people, and folks, that's where you, if you're going for the realism, it starts adding in. Hang on, my nav display is really bugging me. There we go. Sorry. It's one of those, call it OCD, call it what you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. All right, now here's where it gets kind of tricky. We bring Sim Toolkit back in. I'm going to kind of walk you through how to get the performance numbers. Okay, so here, slope 0.5 and negative is down. All right, fine, cleared. I'm going to go to SimBrief here. It's a heck of a lot easier than trying to get it on a browser and this and that. And I'm going to go to View Flight Plan. Now, actually there's a couple of ways you could do this. You could come down here to Performance and Tools. You're going to put in all of that information. Can get a little tricky to find and all, or go to View Flight Plan. I find this simpler. The only thing you don't get here is how far down the runway. Speaking of runways, we're on an 8,200 foot runway if we continue with the 17s, or I'm sorry, with the 13. Otherwise, we have a 13,500 on 17 left, 11,000 on 17 right. If they tell us to change, we'll change. But right now, I'm planning runway 13 as you see. Tells you the length, feet, weights, okay? Then here's your takeoff weight, optimums for everything. I'm gonna try it, see what happens. 3048 is correct. Okay. Calculate. Right, here's what you put in for the most part here and some more here. Outputting, we need to set it to flaps 5, takeoff, and our select temperature will be 49. Again, I can't tell you how far down the runway will be. So we'll go with this information. Okay, so again, Nerd with Wings, how's it going, sir? Hey, don't worry about the caps. We could use the extra money from the fine coming from you. No, just kidding. Sorry, couldn't resist. All right, so we said 49 takeoff. Okay, so here's what you do. Just set 49 in there. I don't know how to set this to TO-1 or 2, and conversely, or how to set it up over here, so I just go with this. All right, we said flaps 5. We said, okay, there we go. Now, turn your reference speeds on. There we go. Now, I'm going to bring it back up again. I want to see the difference. I think I minimized. I think I did. All right, so 137, 139, 140. 137. I'm going to go with those because they're going to help us get quicker into the air than going with these. And you're going, huh? I'll explain here in a minute as soon as we get the numbers. All right, 140. These are set up to help get our climb going better. Yeah, we'll get up a little later down the runway, but it helps us climb faster. We got high terrain, folks. If you didn't notice, we'll point it out one more time. Just north of the field, or I'm sorry, just east. Oh, that would be west. Boy, I'm down to just one more. See, you got all the Rocky Mountains out there. So that's why. Now, if for some reason you have a NOTAM and they're doing it here, you're going to have a reduction in takeoff. Say this 9,000 or 8,000 foot runway is reduced to 7,000. Well, first off, we're not going to be taking off on it, not at this altitude. Your altitude already, folks, is about 4,000 feet, I think. 6,000 feet. So heat will make it even higher. Um, so we're going to pretty much mash the gas to get this thing out of here. We'll see if approach will allow us. They may tell us, nope, you're going with one of the others. If so, that's what we do. All right. So with all of that, folks, we're ready to plug in this information right here. So 150. I like V2 plus 10 for my climb out. 130, but I'm going to nail it down a little more. 127. And we think that'll be our initial, we'll find out. Flight directors on. Yaw dampers, we will hold on. I'll explain when we get the aircraft fired up. However, let's get the electrics on. Demands on. And make sure, yep, we're set. Okay, and always put the covers back on, folks. Oh, I didn't do that here. Why? Thought I did. Takes 2 clicks then, instead of screwing it up and doing it with one. I'm going to go ahead and kick over the APU. All right, and with that, I am also going to begin to rein in some of the stuff out here. It'll make sense when you see it. We're already loaded, so let's pull away our LSU. I'm going to go ahead, get rid of the loader and the fuel. Go over here to airplane, and we're going to close, close. Try that again, close and close. Leaving us with just the front door open and the ground power associated to the plane until I click on the generator and come off the ground power. Now I'll turn the GPU and ACU off. Here comes the air back on. And we're ready to go, folks. Chocks and stairs. Let's go ahead and close up everything. I just close all. You can see all of what you can do here, folks. There's a lot. It's a great thing, and I'm going to tell you one little secret. Flight Factor is one of those that's very, very particular. They will not update betas. Their aircraft through a beta, but they will release clients sometimes. Oh yeah, I've got several times where they haven't. And this aircraft has survived them all. Either they catch the updates right when they needed to, or just the luck of the draw. And this aircraft has been pretty decent. All right, so I want to come in here, get our altimeter set. 3048. I'll show you another way in case you don't have an altimeter setting like we do here in the METAR. Set your altitude to the airfield altitude on your chart. So in this case it'd be 6187, and you're gonna be in the ballpark. Okay, let's look outside. We should only have chalk. I see them right there, and there's probably some back there. FedEx, where are you going? Cool. All right, let's get over to approach, get our clearance. Oh, we've got some things to do here. Hang on. Welcome to the Flight Factor Radio problems. Okay, so what is that? Basically, make sure first you are on 1200 or 2000 and you have mode C. That's number one. Number two, make sure your frequencies are correct. They are not. And yes, they are a bear to work with. Okay, everything else looks good. Approach is 124,000. Okay, now you can't really see this, folks. One, because we're in an ad break. It's September, folks. You could get 25% off that 1 month subscription, or 3 months, 30% if you go for the gusto with a 6 month. So just a point of contention if you don't like ads. I think I spelt it wrong. I sure did. So if you don't like ads, there you go, folks. I'm going to wait for them to come out of ads so they can see this. Welcome back. It's September, folks. If you don't like the ads, hey, Twitch is giving you a really good deal, 25% off. Hang on a second. All right, folks. Are you crunky?
Do the best you can. I'll hurry.
You take your time. The first officer is back on the deck and she is crunky. Yep, you heard that is the official term the wife used. But anyway, folks, I was saying about September. Sorry about that. Um, Folks, this is a good time if you don't like these commercials. I have upped the amount of commercials that could run in an hour. Um, all you got to do, head over, hit subscribe, choose 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. 1 month and 3 month are 25% off. 6 months, 30% off. And folks, the big benefit is no ads. And you get to help us out, streamers. So something to put in the back of your little mind there if you don't like the ads running. Also, if you like the loot cave, I know a lot of people do. Use promo code Twitch sub 20 at checkout and get another 20% off of that. So really a good time of the year is always September when September starts. As our little first officer is nodding her head. That sure is a good deal, Grumpy Man. So take advantage, folks, if you're not into these ads. Our first officer stayed pretty chill.
Good. Okay.
She stayed
Want
pretty
to get some
chill.
monitors while I'm there?
Yeah,
Why
she's
you so grumpy?
been pretty grumpy, folks. She's well, and no, if my middle daughter or son-in-law is listening, we're not. It's just she was with our other 5 month old who did have a cold, and it's all well known. We knew, and so did this little tyke's mom. And it looks like she may have a runny nose too, and maybe getting a little cold. One of many to come. So, oh, now we're getting a little rambunctious, aren't we? Aren't we?
What
Aren't
do you
we?
need, boss?
Whoa, I see a strawberry.
Take the Liberty to somebody.
Okay, you're good, girl. You're good. You're doing good. She wants, I want at this plane. Let me have it. And there goes the first officer. Big round of applause for her, guys. But yeah, folks, really, if the commercials are too much for you, hey, I know um, it's money out of your pocket. I get that, but you're also supporting the stream, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you do, we appreciate you so much ahead of time. Thank you so much. All right, folks. For now, right now, we cannot talk to the controller. We cannot hear the controller. Two reasons. First off, this is not engaged and turned up. Okay, it is turned up. However, let me help y'all out here a little so y'all get this. One more down. There we go. I just got to remember to turn it off. Okay, so here's Xpilot. Now, whatever your client is, folks, that takes what you're doing on the sim and helps put it on VATSIM, make sure one, the green mode C. Two, you see the receive now is highlighted. However, next to it, TX on the 22800 line is dark. How do you get that? Well, what I normally do is click next to it, click back to the left, and there you are. Now, with this lit up, transmit, receive, you can now be heard on VATSIM. And we are on VATSIM, come to think of it. Oh, I forgot about that. All right. Well, all right. So there you have it, folks. All right, folks. All right. So let's call for clearance from Clarence so we can get up to Fairchild.
In 17010, this 17, running 17 left, clear to land.
FedEx 213, clear to land, runway 17.
Colorado Springs approach. Sim Air Force 18 on the Peterson ramp, received clearance to Fairchild, as filed.
Sim Air Force 18 Heavy, Springs approach, good afternoon. I have a full route, or a partial route amendment, if I was ready to copy.
Sim Air Force 18 is ready to copy. Had a feeling.
Sim Air Force 18 Heavy, clear to Fairchild Airport, Spring 6 departure, radar vectors, red table, Hayden, then as filed, maintain 10,000, Expect flight level 400, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.0, squawk 3746.
Okay, Sim Air Force 18 Heavy cleared Spring 6 to red table, then Hayden, then on is filed. Initial climb to 10,000, 40,000 10 minutes after departure. Departure with you, and 3746 for the box.
SIMAF Force 18 Heavy, clear back is correct. Information Bravo current, expect 17 right for departure. Advisor ready for taxi.
We'll advise for when we're ready, and we'll expect 17 right. Told you we were going to get changed. All right, folks. We'll have to do a couple things here. So, let's first go in here, Colorado Springs, and we do not have a transition. However, he said 17 right. That we do need to change. Execute. All right, now let's get in here. I got to look at this route because I don't know Hayden being on our route. All right, so let me first put in what we have. CHE, okay. All right.
FedEx 213, if you can make the right turn on Echo 3, Echo Hotel to parking, get it.
Oh, okay, now it makes sense. Okay.
FedEx 213, say again.
FedEx 213, if you can make the right turn off of Echo 3, Echo Hotel to parking.
Where's red tape?
FedEx 213, right turn, Echo 3.
To CHE. Okay, so we're adding our, oh no, DBL, right? And Tree, where's your information? Uh, 13.0 and 392993, okay, 3, and that looks like it right there. We'll do that and execute. Now we got to come over here, check our route info over flight number. Why don't we put that in there to help us out? Okay, next page. Okay, it's good there. And we're good there. So red table. Okay, and then up to Hayden. I don't know why SimBrief did that, but they did. Init. Index perf. Still be good. Takeoff. Everything still remains the same. Okay, cool. All right. We're ready to go, folks. Just wasn't as bad of a route change as first mentioned. So you all can see this. I'm going to bring SimToolkit one more time, and yes, I am testing fate. Yes, I knew. Yes, there, Nerd with Wings. There is a new update, and I'm flying with it. I'm just not in the Caribbean to see it all. All right. We get this in here real quick, and we'll be ready to go. All right, so let's go KCOS, KSKA, and DBL. I love when a plan does not come together like it was supposed to. Let's try it the old-fashioned way. Really? There we go. All right, so initially we were supposed to fly out, turn whichever way he was going to tell us, head to Hayden. Now we're going to double Red Rock and then up and then out. I don't think it's called Red Rock. Info on it now will be on the Discord channel under the general, if you want to look that up, Nerd with Wings. All right, so that is our new route. Let's get rid of Sim Toolkit. Let's double check outside. Everything's closed up. We're ready to go, folks. So time to finish up the checklist. All right, so cabin cooling ready. Fuel pumps, get them all on. Okay. APU's already running, all doors closed. ACARS, let's make sure that is ACARing. Like that word? And what I do is I go to SimBrief or SimTool or Sim Air Force and make sure I'm on the map.
FedEx 213 is parked. Thanks for the...
You have a good day, sir.
And we're ready to go. Left and right packs will go to off. Beacons are on. Cranking them up. Starting number 2. Okay, once we reach the magenta line, you can turn the fuel switch to run, and that's right here. Getting out a lot later than I wanted to, folks. That route change did not help, plus a couple of other things. So my apologies. Did I forget something? Not sure what you're referring to. But it wouldn't surprise me I forgot something there, Mr. Duluth. Fuel's on. What'd I forget?
You forgot to update your sim, sir.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? You updated this to beta 3?
Yeah.
I'm looking at your title and I didn't see
Oh,
it.
okay, so I didn't update my title. Oh, God. Call the police out. I'm screwed. All right, folks, we're fired up. Hang on a second here. Duluth flies in the chat
In the
area.
house.
Left and right hydraulics on. Now, we mentioned this earlier, and we're not going to turn on the yaw dampers. And the reason being, well, it'll be real apparent here real quick. Hang on a second. Anti-ice we don't need. Left and right engine bleeds are already on. Here come the packs. And the APU bleed can now go to off. And the generator to off. Let's make sure everything looks good. it does. Let me just double check up here. Sometimes my trim air and all gets hung, and I've got to cycle through all the bus ties and utility buses here. APU and off with the APU. All right, nice of him to give us a full reroute. And stand by, I have another update from EXETE to deal with. As soon as it's done, we'll call for taxi and get going. All right, we're back up and running on that as well. Okay, here we go. At approach SIMAF Force 18, we're ready to taxi for 17 right.
SIMAF Force 18 Heavy Runway 17 right, taxi at Bravo Bravo 1, just confirming squawk is 3746.
We'll get that in the box here real quick. Sorry, we were tied up with that reroute. What was that? 3746. And approach, we should have 3746 in the box now for you.
Thanks, sir.
Alright, and that'll be set. Here we go, folks. Brakes off. Taxi lights on.
Toga!
Not yet. Ooh, you know what helps? Get those chocks off. Rampies.
We just can't have nice things.
One of my biggest contentions with all flight sims, they never get it right with the runway or the taxi lights.
I can back that when you fly into Orlando. I think it's, I'm not sure which runway it is, but there's like literally I forget what it's on the left side, I think, but it's a, what do you call that? One of those big trees or power antenna, power towers up there.
We call them trees.
Trees. Well, no. It's a power tower. It's one of those stupid big power towers. It's just like right there by right on the final approach, and you're like, whoops.
Yeah. Actually, they've done pretty good at cleaning that up.
Did they really? I haven't flown into that.
I mean, Charleston, West Virginia had a huge power line right on approach.
Mm-hmm.
Salzburg, Germany, they're gone. The obstructions. Now, that one I can't speak to. I haven't flown into Orlando in a long time.
Yeah.
All right. The reason, folks, the yaw damper. Okay, hang on. Let me straighten out. Now, if we go to status here, Okay, there's where you can do your flight control checks. Okay. Now, let's turn the yaw damper on. Well, first off, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Stand up, sit down, cha-cha-cha.
Left, right, up, down, up, down.
Now they're on. See if Flight Factor fixed this. Oh, used to dog to one side. Hang on, now let's look at it outside. Okay, so it's working now. It wasn't there last time I flew. It actually would be over the edge of the word there for rudder. And then I'd always forget it and we'd be halfway there and I'd go, oh, it would help to have that. All right, now, if y'all remember the clearance, they said 10 minutes. Now, I don't know if that means I can then for sure climb or should I ask? I always ask. And approach Sim Air Force 18, holding short 17 right, ready to go.
Sim Air Force 18 heavy on departure, flight runway heading, wind 17010, gust 17, runway 17 right, cleared for takeoff.
Yeah, we're cleared for takeoff, 17 right, runway heading. Sim Air Force 18 heavy. Ah, they fooled me again, that enhanced hold line. Alright, runway heading is changed. We're now 172. $10,000 is still our initial climb point. Now, technically, I could have gone in, changed the slope because this different runway. And shame on me for not doing that. Okay, brake set. Auto throttle on. Nav heading on. Actually, we'll be heading select. And everything's turned on up here except for the lights. And yes, double check them, click them to make sure because they don't sometimes look right. Here we go. Timer on.
Attention all aircraft information, Charlie now carrying one variable at 6, altimeter 3046.
Brakes off.
We have released it to
Yoga.
Who judge, who cometh?
What's up?
Oh, it's Godspeed.
Welcome aboard, sir, as we travel to Fairchild Air Force Base. Airspeed's alive. Double checked, and not so much for Toga, jeez.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't came across any of that new ground equipment yet.
Don't sink.
I think
You know,
it's
like the
available.
buses and stuff.
I'm thinking it's available to developers.
Oh, to add them in there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, come back here.
Pull up. Pull up.
Don't know why it started going the other way.
SIMAF Force 18 Heavy, Springs departure radar contact, climb maintain 16,000, turn left heading 090.
Okay, out of 8,700 for 16, and that was a left turn 090.
Affirm, sir. Left turn 090, climb maintain 16,000.
090 on a left turn up to 16,000. SIMAF Force 18 Heavy. Alright, we are through the 10,000 foot threshold. Although technically, folks, if you don't turn your lights off, it shouldn't be a crime because you're only 4,000 feet above the ground. But you're accelerating up to whatever your climb is.
SIMAF Force 18 Heavy, turn left direct, red table enable.
Left turn, direct red table, SIMAF Force 18.
I was thinking about doing a flight.
Well, the water's warm.
SIMAF Force 18 Heavy, Denver Center's offline, red stars terminate, for exchange per good flight.
Roger, over to Unicom, SIMAF Force 18 Heavy. Thanks for the ATC. See ya. And with that, up to 40,000. Well, actually, we've got 6 minutes. We'll work this out. Got 5 minutes, and then we'll punch it up.
You guys know like a MSR livery?
Oh, what?
MSR for a 738 livery? What that is? Like call sign?
Egypt Air, maybe? I can look it up here as soon as I get direct here.
Yeah, I think you're right. Egypt Air.
Yeah, I know, that's why Duluth keeps me around here a little bit.
Problem is, I gotta find a livery for the 738
Why?
because that's what I'm flying. from my virtual airline.
Your virtual air. What airline would that be?
Well, I mean, it's really United, but it, uh, it allows you to fly multiple airlines in the same virtual airline, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I fly for one American Airlines for Virtual American, and actually I have the ability to fly for Spirit, United, Easy. I'm missing one, and then of course, oh, Piedmont, if I wanted to. I do fly for Piedmont and I do fly for American, but they're actually separate airlines under the big umbrella. I just have to always be careful not to go into the airlines directly off my ACAR system, no, off the website, because I always end up joining and I sometimes don't want to join. I already got enough VAs I fly for.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I found this airline. I liked it because it allowed you to fly multiple different airlines, and not just because I didn't want to fly with the same livery all the time.
I understand that fully. Right, there we go. On to climb.
I don't really know how to fly too many planes besides a 738 and a Cessna. Oh, and the hell's that other one? That Epic 1000.
Oh, that one you want me to fly.
Yeah, so I could get better at it.
All right, Hawker. That's what he's doing. I need you to fly this so you can teach me. All right, we just crossed. All right, folks, we're going to get a warning message here. Alternate altitude disagree. Let me get it set and I'll show you how to clear it. Two ways. All right, what it's meaning is we just set the altimeter here from like 3046 to 2992. We haven't touched the first officers yet. So you could head on over and set it. That's the hard way. Or, okay, if you can see it there, I think it says 46 or 48. They are not synced together, so that's why this message shows their disagreement. If it was only this easy in the real plane. This little set screw, click it. Boom. Now you're 2992. Oh, there's no message. And I don't think I set this one for takeoff, so. So there's how you clear that. Now the other quick click, I guess you could call it, is right next to speed. This set screw, that's your toga. Just be careful. No, don't be careful. Just realize you may have to push your throttle to get it where it needs to be. But we're on our way, folks. And I am TARA. We will deal with this radio when we get closer. This is the ILS radio. Everything else is pretty well self-explanatory. COM 1, COM 2, NAV 1, NAV 2. However, they're in automatic, so whatever the FMC is pulling, that's what's up there. We could click here. It's supposed to go to manual. Whether it will or not, another story. What's our FMC saying? Insufficient fuel. I'm a pretty good fool, so. Alright, let's go to progress and find out exactly what we're up against. 9. What did I set? I can't, well, I can find out. Sim brief. Okay, we're good. That's exactly what we need. Now, when we turn at Red Table and head up to Hayden, we should start getting the winds the way we need them to help our fuel burn to be more as expected. But other than that, folks, we're on our way. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry for the lengthy ground time. Was not planned and actually came close to me going ahead and killing it because our little 5-month-old has really, I think she's caught what our other 5-month-old has that we watch on Wednesdays. You know, folks, that's how the cycle of life goes. Either sibling passes it to sibling, school passes it to all the other kids and teachers. So, like I say, first of many flus the kid will go through. So let me put in a request for some music. Let that play in the background and hope you all enjoy. Thank you for being a part of Flying with Mike today. Again, we had a lengthy break there because of said 5-month-old, as well as a lengthy ground time trying to help the wife and all of us juggle the little whippersnapper. So, enjoy the flight, folks. We're just kicked back. We're with Sim Air Force today. One thing about Sim Air Force a lot of people don't know, on VATSIM, you cannot run intercepts, you cannot air refuel, you cannot play in the military operating areas with controllers online, technically even without them, and basically anything that the military does outside of standard commercial operations, you really can't do unless you're part of a virtual special operations group. Now, I've been with Sim Air Force better part, I bet I'm coming up on 15, 20 years. A great group. Now, we were much more active in operations, more active as a group flying than we are today. But then again, a lot of them are not. And oh, you know what I forgot to change, folks? Anyway, if you would like to fly those kinds of things, Sim Air Force is one of those tools that will allow you. Now, realize it does take a little bit because you got to learn what you're allowed to do and not do. You're allowed to fly formation tight. You're allowed to do a lot of things. Now, here's where the caveat comes in. Say you want to form up or chase down a British Airways plane or whatever airline. If he doesn't want it, folks, you better be careful because they could call you to the mat. Even part of a virtual organization like that. So, got to be careful, but most of us are okay with that. I had a person who was actually not part of the VSOA doing all kinds of weird things. Now, had a controller snapped on, that could have been a whole different ballgame. So to protect yourself, it's good to join a virtual special ops group. So now, this aircraft here, let me hope to gosh it won't blow your ears out. Okay, not bad. Okay, technically is a tanker. I'll be honest, I have yet to fly it in a tank and roll. 2 reasons. One, I don't have the boom in the back and the drogues out on the wings to deploy. However, in VATSIM, you usually you don't have to connect. You get in within a certain route, and programming, if we're running air refueling, will do the job. I have not done that in X-Plane, nor have I done that outside of FSX. So I don't know if that is a thing anymore. It was a neat little add-on that your fuel would draw down like it should. The other plane would get more fuel, more weight. So it was a pretty cool deal, but the problem is, like I said, I don't have the moon, and we could never fully connect. That was the other bummer. We got within a mile, half mile, and it would look like that on our screen, but on their screen we're like 10 miles away, it seemed like. Plus you don't have the onboard TACAN to help people find you to refuel. So that's a bummer. That's just flight simming. Now, if you're into that, I'll give you a little secret. DCS BMS will allow you to do that. Track them by TACAN, hook up. And it's not easy to hook up, folks. So, again, the problem runs in. You got to be on VATSIM to help your organization stay active. So, anyway, check out Sim Air Force if you're into that, folks. We'd love to have you. Like I said, it takes a little training to do the formation flying, but we've got pilots and able to help you out. I've done tanker ups, I've done lape dropping, cargo drops from C5, C17, my favorite, C130. X-Plane doesn't have really good C130 like FSX did in Captain Sim. Not saying it was the best, but it's 10 times better than anything I've seen anywhere else. I've done some fighter ups, I've done bomber runs, so I've done them all. But the true grit of that comes in Digital Combat Sim or BMS. BMS is for Falcon, and boy, I'm here to tell you the realism there, folks, is you think Microsoft has that cornered? Oh God, no. DCS has it. Alright, I'm off my soapbox. Enjoy the music, enjoy the flight, folks. Don't forget it's September. If you don't like the commercials that you see running, I can't do anything about that other than tell you, if you subscribe, you get 25% off, and you don't see the commercials anymore. Pretty simple. So, hope you enjoy. Alright, enough of that, folks. I got that fixed. So, Duluth and Godspeed, how's your weekends looking?
I'm on the phone. I'll be back in a little bit. My mom called.
Oh,
Going pretty good.
awesome. Love to hear.
About ready to come off my weekend now.
Oh, no.
Yep.
What is it again you do?
I work at a casino.
Ah, you're one of those. Okay, my kneecaps are still in place. Okay, cool. Well, awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's definitely a lot of walking, that's for sure.
Security, or are you one of those that...
I'm right now I'm doing custodial work, but I'm trying to move up.
Ah. All right, now it That's better. No, that's not better. What the heck? Oh, would help to actually turn the radar on. I'm like, what the heck? Well, that's awesome. Now we're in the Dayton area. You're still in the Dayton area, right? Alright folks, so we're continuing on towards Fairchild. Let's make sure that this is what I just double check by clicking them to make sure. Folks, we're in cruise 40,000 feet. Headed for Fairchild. And this is default X-plane scenery. We had SimHaven on, but I'd be honest, really didn't see much difference. So I had it uninstalled. Plus, I think it may have caused a CTD. Not 100% sure because errors were flipping for both SimHaven and the aircraft. Started with the new scenery, and then we'll see if the aircraft still gives problems. But this is the new Air Force tanker, folks. Like I said, the boom isn't on it, nor the wing pods for the drogues for the Navy to use. But it's really good. And basically, the tanker is a 767-200 variant, not a 300. And there's other changes, slight modifications to it. For those who don't know, and it's no secret, there's actually no person in the back anymore on the boom. It's all done from the cockpit. So, interesting stuff. That's kind of weird to me because not seeing the little individual up there as you're bringing that plane in, just trying to, oh man, I know the pilots are more trained on that boom, not hitting the windshield or something on the plane that it's not supposed to, but boy, it's amazing what we can do these days.
It's actually got a call the other day from Dayton International Airport
Oh,
for a ramp agent job,
there you go.
but I haven't called him back. I'm like literally nervous about it because I know nothing about like that type of stuff.
Well, I mean, they're going to train you. That I'll tell you from what I've seen. Because I've thought about doing it my place. Go back and
Yeah.
work for them. My problem is other issues with the airport. But to me, where I was worried about was throwing the bags, um, the weights, the cold constantly, the heat constantly. You're outside all the time.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people love that. I'm just, at my age, I'm starting to get a little, yeah. I thought, I had 3 years, I figured, max in the fire service left. Now that's more physical only when we actually have to do it. Ramp agent does it all the time. I mean, you're more physical in the firehouse when something happens. But until then, you're just on standby. But the ramp, you're on all the time. Now, are you going to be at the terminal or with one of the small fixed-based operators?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't called them back yet or anything.
Ah,
I didn't think I was going to get it, so I just, I mean, I didn't think I'd get that far considering I never had any of that type of experience before,
well, just realize, I mean, I did it in my youth, but all I did was fuel aircraft, move them around at the Aero Club. Nothing like throwing bags and stuff like that, constantly. Marshalling, never did.
Yeah.
That one still will make me nervous till I do it a couple times, and then I'll, feel okay. Tugging planes with a tug, not with my hands, like I did little Cessnas.
Right.
I watched them push back, and I'm going, of course, the trucker mind in me goes, oh my God, the pivot points. So what would I have to go this way to go? And I got to get out of my head to be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
So, but that's cool. Hope you get it.
I was more worried about getting sucked up in a plane engine, but
Well, you shouldn't be in that close when they're running. But I get the fear. I get the fear 100%.
on the other hand, I really like airplanes,
You'll definitely see them.
Yeah.
Especially if you're at the FBOs, where all the different corporate planes come through.
Yeah, I don't know if they fly any more prop planes. But I think it's on. They said something about Delta.
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
it's like a just for Delta Airlines or what, but
So you'll be on the terminal side of the. Okay.
yeah.
Well, you still get to see them because guess what? Even if you're always going to have some downtime in between flights. And if a corporate jet lands, nothing says you can't turn and watch it so long as that engine isn't coming at you.
Right.
Oh yeah, we saw some great aircraft in Mid-America.
But another thing that's kind of stopping me from going forwards with it is working on holidays too.
You are 7 days a week. Yep.
Yeah. So
That's kind of one of mine too. So
I mean, I do that now, but I'm trying to get out of it.
yep. I get it. I get
And
it.
it's
fully.
not, and it's nice having at least a couple of days off.
Oh yeah, I get that too.
Especially for all that walking.
I do miss the days of refueling aircraft on the sim.
Doesn't look like much of a plane there.
Well, parts of it are missing, but it's the KC46, the new tanker in the Air Force fleet. I wish we could get the boom right here and working.
Looks like a 738.
It's a 767-200. There are modifications to it. I think somebody told me the 787 nose is on it. I can't remember the plane. We didn't get them that often at Scott, so I just can't remember them. Just like Hawker was telling me, the P8, the 737 that replaced the P3 Orions for sub-chasing. It's a 737-800 fuselage with 737-900 wings. And again, they flew through there all the time, but I never paid attention. I didn't even know there was a real difference. So, but yeah, it's a 767. And usually you would have seen a boom back there, and then right about here on each wing would be a pod that would spool out those reels with the little drogue at the end that the Navy would hit. That
Right.
that was another reason for this plane. And of course, another tanker can refuel this one. But the 767-200 is not slightly, to me it looks a lot smaller than a 767-300. Probably dwarfed by a 767-400. But it's a pretty cool plane. I like flying it. I just wish I had the boom, the drop to do air refueling. I'd love to get back into that. I drew up an entire training program on how to teach pilots at Sim Air Force how to the arts in air refueling from the tanker side. And they would have, I haven't figured this out yet, but all along the bottom there were lights to help guide the pilot in too. Not just the little rotating beacon. Let's take a look here, folks. Washington Center is online. Nope, don't have numbers Kind of figured they would come online. Alright folks, we got 1 hour 16 minutes to Fairchild Air Force Base. Big KC was a big KC-135 base. I believe B-52s at one time were there too, but long since gone, the bombers, and a lot of the tankers. If Google Maps is to be believed, showing what's in there.
You want to get that 777 aircraft?
From Flight Factor, right now, no.
No.
No, not right now. And I hate to say that because that was one of those that I really love flying in FSX for PMDG. Azul, a plane, the plane. Welcome in, sir. Got a little wrapped up there, showing it off, the KC46. It's nice that someone actually took the 767-200 SF and gave us a pretty good, version of it. Albeit we don't have, again, the refueling probes, but great aircraft. And again, folks, if you I'll have a link for this on the YouTube downloads. If you go and get this from Threshold, the 767-200 SF versions, I think there's like a half a dozen to maybe 9 different setups for this aircraft for New Hampshire for the most part. It's set up with the Pratt & Whitneys. Now, if you by chance fire it up and you got the GE engine, it'll be real easy to tell you'll have white engines. So, all you gotta do is go in, airplane, click it from GE to Pratt & Whitney. Won't let me do it in flight. But we did it on the ground in Colorado Springs, so that way you would be able to see it. Why do I have lightning? I'm sure it's something to do with the graphics. So, and I hope you've enjoyed today. The morning flight actually was a morning flight, Singapore to Bali, and we helped a controller with their controller exam. And then we had to take a break. I wanted to go right into one of the two flights I had in mind, but the little 5 month old just wasn't having it. So we took a full blown break until she's still having troubles till but hopefully mom will be here soon, pick her up, take her on her way back to her home. So, and I think the little whippersnapper is caught a cold of many to come in her long and fruitful life. But again, I hope y'all are having a great start into your weekends. I hope they are looking or are going well, and look forward to hearing about them on Monday. Alrighty, I am going to kill the wing lights. Kill the wing lights. Kill the wing lights. Alright, folks, and I will be right back. Alright, folks. A plane I might be interested in. Ooh, the Caribou.
Magic Mike has arrived.
Where? The Caribou.
The Caribou?
I actually was at a base. They were stationed at the Caribous. Pretty neat airplane. Pretty basic airplane too. That's nice of you to come back there, Mr. Duluth.
Yeah, Mom wanted to chew my ear.
Oh, at least it was your ear.
Yeah.
Alright, folks, we are. Oh, we're starting to pick up Seattle Center. I kind of figured they'd come up. One, 3, 5, 4, 5, 0. Alright, we still got a little ways to go to them. And we got about a little under an hour to get there. Oh wow, we're gonna be descending by the time. Well, if it's still clear skies, we may shoot the visual.
Clear skies, barfy burgers, and girls. If anybody knows that reference, please speak up in the chat. Don't make me feel old.
We already know how old you are.
You know how old you are too, so yeah.
Hey, just because I flew on pterodactyl air.
Yeah, Flintstone, yeah. So I was in. I'm not gonna say who it was. I don't want to. I'd love to promote his chat, but he has nothing to do. He's a friend of mine who lives in Duluth. I'm his moderator. He's playing something called mortuary assistance.
Okay, I'll pass.
Yeah, I know, but the thing about it is that he was doing something, and I came into his chat. No one was saying anything. Nothing was playing, and there's this thing in his chat for sound alerts that has a go for like a rodent screaming really, really loud. And I put that one I put that in the chat, and he goes, he screamed like a little girl. I was like, wow,
It worked.
it worked.
Yeah, I did that to someone else a couple times.
We need to fix yours so we can put some sound alerts in yours too, sir. We need to fix that.
Yeah, I need to find some that won't get me gigged all the time.
Well, that's going to be pretty hard. I mean, I can rig it up so they won't get you. They'll be YouTube safe. So I just got to go through them very meticulously, not use any music or sound bites that would be otherwise copyrighted. So, yeah. But we can work with that later if you want.
Oh yeah, that's something I'm working on to try to, once I'm ready to pull the trigger on monetizing the YouTube channel.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'm not jumping in. I'm going to be more prepared this time.
Right.
Well, let's see. Where could I be hiding? Let's see. Pretty much nowhere. Nothing comes in as I zoom in. Wow. All right, there we go. That's a little better for folks to see. So, where are thou starting to fire up to fly to?
I don't even know this place.
Well, if you got Egypt Air, that obviously narrows down
Cario,
somewhere from Egypt. Actually, there's a pretty cool
Cario International.
Ariane.
Yeah, that could be it.
Well, there is a cool resort we flew into. Now, the only reason I knew of this place was a 737 crash many years ago. That was on May Day, and I looked it up, and it's a nice little airport to fly into. Way down on the Kenai or Sinai Peninsula. I'd have to look it up again, but yeah, I think and it was an Egyptian. The key was they believe one of the major causes was it a 737 or was it possibly bigger? But anyway, the crew was enamored with the captain because he was a big, highfalutin ace from the military, and nobody challenged his authority. Kind of like Asiana into San Francisco, where culturally, you know, the respect that the Koreans and the Japanese and all show, well, nobody wanted to say, hey, we need to go around. We're about to hit that seawall. And, yeah. Thankfully, the only person that died was, unfortunately, ran over.
Gentlemen, I will be right back.
Where's gentleman at?
Okay, sorry, boys, I'll be right back.
So, I'll try to get the name of that airport. Let's see. Charm. I see the airport or the name of it. Of course, it's so teeny. Bigger than a 737. Was an eighth? What? It's a Russian airliner? That is not right. Nope, that's not it either. Doggone it. I think I found it. Oh. Yep. 737 300? Yeah, 300. Yeah, crashed. I forget why now. Oh, that's right. They didn't want to pin this on anyone in Egypt. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, that show Mayday is a really good show. If you're into accident investigations, and it's not necessarily always aircraft. They do trains. I've seen a couple of boat accidents. It's a really good show, folks. I highly recommend it. I know it's on Quest TV, but that doesn't help a lot of you because I don't know what you have in your area. But yeah, if you get the chance, El Shaikh was where the crash was.
I have to look into that.
But yeah, they've got, oddly enough, you know, we had TWA 800, well, United 811 blew out a cargo door or something like that. It's just kind of neat how the flight numbers seem to be kind of mysterious. All right, we're 45 minutes away. Let's see how far top of descent is. Yeah, we're still far enough out that it's not showing up. All right, now we're going to come in on the Hilly 3 arrival off Mullen Pass, folks. There are no altitude restrictions at all on this. However, we're going to do the ILS onto runway 5. Of course, ATC can tell poo-poo to all of this in a heartbeat. But we're going to fly up to Knock, fly around the arc, come in 14 miles out at 5,000 feet and begin our approach. So, will be fun. It'll be fun. I mean, these DME arcs are pretty standard stuff with military bases. Even to this day, I think Scott may still have a couple. I'd have to go back and look, but they may still. I mean, we used to watch them on standby at Scott in the 80s. Do the arc to come around for each of the runways that were there. So it just sucks because it takes longer for them to get in and for us to get back to dinner or whatever. But the big thing here at Spokane airfield elevation is 2,460 feet above sea level. So not as high as Colorado Springs, but yet we're still raised, and with a warm day could make it difficult, you know, for aircraft operating that density altitude. All right, so JUMIS is ahead of us at 200 miles. I'm sure, I'm almost positive that Mayday show had covered the Concorde. And folks, if you're any inkling of wanting to learn about aircraft investigations, that was one whale of a great investigation. The number of questions they came up with to answer and answered, I still, thinking about them, am mesmerized they were able to find out what caused it and prove it without a doubt. Many crashes are tough sometimes to get the without a doubt. But there was one that took 20 some years to figure out. And 3 separate incidents to finally give them what caused it. But the Concorde just took a little bit of, serious detective work. Amazing story there. One more look at it. 767-200 SF in KC46 colors. All right, well, Spokane International is calling calm winds 10 miles, visibility, a few clouds, 8,000 feet, and visual approaches in use. So, doesn't help us. We're the airport to the west. I wonder if Seattle knows that. Let's see, what's headed to Spokane? Nothing. I really think he put the, well, unless he's telling me that's where I'm going. And we're military. We are VSOA. We're going into Fairchild. Should. Alright, I think it's time to start figuring out a couple things. Oh, we're still 343 miles out. Okay. One of the big bummers with this aircraft, folks, unless it changed, nope, you can't click the autopilot off from here. You have to do it up on the console, which can be rough, especially when you're focused in and now you gotta turn it to click it and come back. So I wish they would find a way to build that more into the yoke. But overall, like I said, it has been amazing with all of the X-Plane 12 betas and changes. This airplane, I have yet to run into troubles. Now, I've kept it up to date, don't get me wrong. But Flight Factor has done a great job with this plane. I wish the wealth would have been spread amongst the rest of their fleet. I don't know. Hopefully, some things I've heard over on their Discord channel are true. And we'll see, you know, proof will be in the pudding, obviously. So, and if they start changing their ways and begin that process, then I might think about the 777. Right now, nope. I'll continue waiting. Plus, I've got a really good 747. I'll fly it in worst case scenario. On top of that, I could fly the 747-400. I just got to get it updated and get it going. All right, we're 30 minutes out. All right, we now have a top of descent at 180 miles out. So, folks, we're almost there. Almost. Give us about a half hour. We'll hopefully be on the ground and wrapping things up. Also, folks, don't forget about our YouTube channel. We did cross 500 subscriptions. Hallelujah. I am really being cautious, knowing exactly where I want to take my YouTube channel into the next phase of monetization, and make sure it's the best for you all that made us get to 500 so we can hit 1,000 quicker, maybe, or with better content. So bear with me. I'm still trying to feel my way through this process, understanding it more than I did affiliate with Twitch. I jumped in both feet and it was up to my neck, pushing over my chin, and that's how I felt in the affiliate program here. So I want to take baby steps and make it the best it can be, and then take what I learned there and bring it back here. So maybe that water level comes down on me and I feel like I can move.
Be right back, Mike. I'm going to go put my clothes in the dryer.
Alrighty, sir. We'll still be here. So, but again, thank you folks on YouTube. We sure appreciate you. Hope some of you trickle over to the live stream here on Twitch. And we'd love to have you over here. So, if you do, we'd love for you to introduce yourself. Hey, come over to our disc channel. You know, we can get you set up to come into the channel. So, but again, thank you all very much. It's an amazing thing. And folks, since we just came out of another ad break, if you're tired of those, this is the month for you. September. 25% off 1 month and 3 month subscriptions. That's 1 month, 3 months of no ads. 6 months are 30% off. So you no longer have to deal with those ads. I have increased the number in an hour, or the number of minutes in an hour of ads. So trying to just help gen up some revenue for the channel. So, but folks, this is a great time for you to take advantage of ad-free viewing with the deals on your 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month subscriptions. So we'd appreciate your business, and if you do subscribe or take advantage of the Twitch sub 20 promo code to get a 20% discount in the loot cave for Twitch. Hey, thank you. We appreciate you folks so much, and would love to have your business in the subs, but you know, just following is great support as well. So, thank you in advance.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I think there's some people still complaining in the new latest update 12.1.2 or 3 that there's still airports under the water.
To what? What airports
That's,
are underwater?
I don't know.
Let me bounce over to their channel real quick and take a look.
I don't know. I mean, it could be on their end too. It could be that they did something wrong with the scenery. They don't have all the scenery, or I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Well, looking at the X-Plane help, I haven't seen anything about stuff underwater.
This is a website on Facebook, Explain 12.
Okay. Well, we will. Well, the only place we'd run into that would be the Caribbean. Well, I mean, I guess we could. Oh, did you start that? Okay, good. Started seeing a circle of death spinning on my sim here. Like, start that now.
No, honestly, I think the only thing that Explain is missing right now is a good multiplayer.
And I've heard it may not be. I
Too
forget
far
when I
off.
heard that's in the works. I just don't know when. I
Right.
thought I heard Austin talk about that.
Like it.
Are we already that far along? Holy mackerel. Cool.
Do you hear me?
No, you kind of cut out.
Oh, I was saying that there's a multiplayer in Explain 12 already, but everybody needs to be in the same IP address, so a lot of people don't like doing that.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, there is another one too. It's just not inside X-Plane. With Millennium, we can fly off VATSIM on, I forget what it's called, joint FS joint or something like that. And I've done that with them, X-Plane and Microsoft together.
Explain 12?
Yeah, and we did it actually live and for Captain Mac, one of his before he kind of took a hiatus here for a little bit. And
What's this program called?
it's behind a lot of screens right now.
Okay.
I'll get it somehow. I always talk about it, but always forget. I'll see if I can find it quickly. Join FS X-Plane.
The Discord?
No, it's
Join.
Join FS X-Plane. Well, I don't know if I added names to it or not,
Is that
but that's what I use when we want to fly together. They do a group flight every week over at Millennium. So, like I said, I joined up with them on one of the joint flights to Where the heck did we went with small planes. I forget where we went. That was fun.
So join FX airplane or
FS,
X-plane.
let me see. I haven't used it probably in 2 or 3 years.
There's a bunch of phones are popping up on my Google screen right now. Like joints.
Here,
I don't want you to crash. I mean, it's not really like a big thing right now, man. I don't want you to,
oh no,
you're streaming.
I it wanted to download. I'll send it to you. Here's the link. And it's a DM to you.
Thank you.
It was like, you download now. I already got it. May have to be updated, but I got it. Here, let me make Duluth happy. Title changed.
Yeah, that's what I was that's what I was trying to get to you earlier, but I just dropped it
he
after you
told
said
me
you
about it, and I should have done that immediately. Part of me just wants to go 1 point or 12.1.2 and drop all the beta stuff, but people are wanting to see as it's downloading, as they download.
Yeah, they just added a bunch of speedboats and they did something with the seaplanes, so a lot of people are having trouble landing on water.
Huh, I haven't done that yet with the betas.
Something about the anchors or something?
Oh, they've got an anchor program. Yeah, there's a key to drop an anchor.
Yeah, so I don't know if they just like totally took that out or like
It could be.
I don't know.
All right, folks, we're close enough to start really thinking about it. 79 miles out. Let me get my checklist. So we need first head over here. 124. Put that in. 110. Right on time. 110.3, 51 degrees. Remember, folks, don't let them intimidate you. Aviate before you communicate. Because if you forget, guess what? It's always not a good thing. Okay, and all right, so auto brakes, we're gonna go 2, and EFIS and everything's set. All right, so now, what did you want, Seattle? 35450.
So like do I just need like the X-Plane version on this or
I don't, I'll be totally honest, it's been a long time since I played with it. Seattle Center, Sem Air Force 18 Heavy with you, flight level 400.
Sam Air Force 18, Seattle Heavy Seattle Center, rare contact, clear to direct Fairchild Airport, and save approach request.
Oh, appreciate the direct, and we are planning the ILS for runway 5.
Sam Force 18 rider.
All right, if I go direct, hang on, let me kind of figure this out because top of descent is in play now, folks. It's 50 miles out. Okay, we can go direct.
Seattle Center, November 903, Juliet, radio check.
November 903, Juliet, Seattle Center, go ahead.
you kidding me? Page.
November 903 Juliet, Seattle Center, 5x5.
5x5, got it. Read you loud and clear as well. 903 Juliet.
76 Delta Quebec to Seattle Center. November 6 Delta, TBM 6 Delta Quebec, go ahead. We have Kilo. TBM 76 Delta Quebec, roger.
Alright, now I can go direct.
In Seattle Center, good afternoon. This is Alaska 1230. We're at the ground at Seattle, gate November 16. Ready for push and start.
And see how that dropped us to where we're ready to
push
descend.
start approved, advisory taxi short of
Attack
Bravo.
at 5,000.
Push and start approved. Will advise when ready for taxi short of Bravo, Alaska 1230.
Hang on. Seattle Center, Sim Air Force 18, are we cleared for descent as well?
Sam Air Force 18, you can ascend at pilot's discretion, ascend and maintain flight level 180.
Down to flight level 180, pilot's discretion, Sim Air Force 18, thanks.
Seattle, send me this Delta 2830. Can I get 2 minutes out of cockpit for a quick call?
No.
Sure, report back. We'll
Never
do,
heard it say no.
Delta 2830. Delta 922, leaving airspace to the north. Vancouver Center's closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Alright folks, we have begun our descent. Took a little bit to get things organized. We missed that. Cadet did not get at it.
Seattle Center, November 903 Juliet, on the ground at Eugene, requesting...
I think I pissed off Nico the other day.
With information, Bravo.
King Air 903 Juliet, Seattle Center
What was
clear
that?
to Tillamook Airport.
I said I think I pissed off Nico the other day.
Uh-oh.
Maintain 9,000.
I asked him, I was like, do you have any plans on making a 738 cargo?
Frequency squawk 5231.
Yeah, well, that would be great. I'm just happy with what he's got
Yeah.
with Zebo. I mean, it's free. I'm not asking for anything.
Yeah, he said he had no plans to. I was just like, yeah. I told him, I was like, man, you do such a great job on making planes.
King Air 03 Juliet, read back, crack call for taxi.
Yeah, Zebo is an amazing thing.
Air Care 4049, seem a little bit high. Should fly present heading descend and maintain 5,000.
Is that?
I'm high and descend 5,000, good get 4049.
Alright, let's plop that in here. And double check 110.351 degrees.
Air Care 4049, turn right heading 050 factors for descent. 050 for descent.
Okay, we're set up, folks. We're not doing the knock transition anymore. We're going to go direct. Probably should have seen, but we'll do it 14 miles out. That's good setup.
Richard 4049, descend and maintain 4,000.
Alright, folks, we are going to kill the music here in a moment. I want to make sure I hear all commands. Alright, and
turn left heading 270.
F270, but got 4049.
Good evening, Seattle Center, Delta 132 with Kilo request CFR 200 International.
Delta 172 Seattle Center, cleared Los Angeles International Airport, SUMA 2 departure, radar vector SUMA, then is filed. Climb via SID, except maintain 9,000, expect flight level 350, 15 miles from Seattle
I
Fortac.
have yet to figure
Departure
out
this
why people
frequency,
do
squawk
that.
6626.
Delta 122, we're cleared for Los Angeles. Departure via SIMA 2.
Berkshire 4049, turn left heading 250, descend and maintain 3000.
Central Tower 250.
Seattle Center, this Delta 2830, I am back in the cockpit. Delta 2830, right?
Alright, let's see here. How we doing?
Delta 1713, leaving airspace to the east, Salt Lake City Center is closed, radio service terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, over advisory, Delta 1713, thanks for the traffic. Delta Center, November 6394 Lima with you in Olympia.
Stand by. Breakout 4849, turn right heading 310, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS 34 right approach.
Get right heading 310, cleared ILS 34 right, maintain 3000 to guide.
TBM 76, Delta Quebec, descend via the Hawks 8 arrival, Seattle's landing north, Seattle altimeter 29er.
That's something you don't hear often.
Descending
Landing
to
north.
Hawk. To Hawk, arrival for 76 Delta Quebec.
And Seattle Center, Alaska 1230, is that ready for taxi, runway 34 right?
Alaska 1230, runway 34 right, taxi via Bravo.
34 right, via Bravo, Alaska 1230.
Same Air Force 18, descend and maintain 10,000. The Spokane altimeter is... just stand by. Spokane altimeter 3013.
Okay, out of flight level 270 for 10,000, Sim Air Force 18.
Breakout 4049, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Cleared to land 34 right, Berkshire 4049.
Over 6394 Lima, Seattle Center, go ahead.
Alright, we'll just continue
Center, November
here, see how
6394,
we do.
Lima is in Olympia Regional looking for IFR to 91.
Caravan 904 Lima, clear to Charlie Yankee, Charlie Delta Airport via the Yelm 5 departure. Radar vectors Victoria VOR, direct. Climb via SID, departure with me, squawk 3561.
Okay, TC clears November 6394 Lima to the Nanaimo Airport via the Amorites departure. Vectors for the Victoria VOR squawk code 3561. Departure via the SID.
Caravan 94 Lima, read back, correct, call for taxi.
And we'll call for a taxi 6394 Lima.
Seattle Center, November 903 Juliet. We are ready to taxi at the general parking.
King Air 03 Juliet, ATIS, Bravo is current at Eugene, runway 34 left taxi via Foxtrot Alpha.
34 left Foxtrot Alpha, and we got the ATIS, King Air 03 Juliet.
Delta 172. Let's see. It's climb via SID, except maintain 9,000. Departure at this frequency and squawk 6626.
Delta 172, Delta 172, climb via SIMAF 2 for level 9,000. Squawk 6626.
Delta 172, read back correct, call for push.
Delta 172.
King Air 03 Juliet, ATIS Charlie is now current at Eugene. Eugene altimeter 29904.
Altimeter 2994, thanks for Charlie, King Air 03 Juliet.
Delta
I
172.
think we're doing pretty good on the descent, folks.
Delta 172, push approved tail east.
We're gonna get vectored a little bit, I think. That or he's gonna bring me in on a 5-mile final. Always possible. Or maybe I'll be able to help out. Some. Got the airport in sight. Not this far out.
Area 94 Lima, the Olympia altimeter is 29907, runway 35, taxi. I forgot the, you can taxi to runway 35, cross runway 26.
Okay, we'll taxi for 35, we're okay to cross runway 26, 94 Lima.
Seattle ATIS Lima is now current. Seattle altimeter 29908.
Okay. There's the fix I added, folks. That's what we're direct to, but we can make...
Sam Air Force 18, turn left heading 270, descend and maintain 8,000, vectors ILS 5.
Alright, left turn 270 down to 5,000. Sim Air Force and vectors for ILS 5. Sim Air Force 18.
Sam Air Force 18 down to 8,000, please.
Oh. My bad, 8,000 for Sim Air Force 18.
Brickyard 4049 for this gate November.
Brickyard 4049, taxi to parking via Bravo.
Taxi to parking via Bravo.
That's what I thought he was going to do. And now,
November
we will swing in on the ILS.
Peterson holding for release to Boeing Field, ready for taxi. So you're ready for taxi or ready for release? Ready for release. November 4642 Romeo, see released for departure, clearance void if not off in 5 minutes, if not off in 5 minutes, report back to this frequency, no later than 10 minutes of intentions, frequency change approved. 4642 Romeo, cleared for release, clearance void if not off in 5 minutes.
He's not even probably by the runway. You got 5 minutes to get to the runway. 5 minutes.
Seattle Center, King Air 03 Juliet, ready to roll, holding short 34 left at Alpha 6.
King Air 03 Juliet, fly runway heading runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 34 left, cleared for takeoff. King Air 03 Juliet.
Alright, we're set up here. Let's double check. 3013. Alright, we're in the valley. Yeah, we're pretty much, this is what we have, folks, for our arrival for land. It's just 2,600 feet up. So, we'll just set up for the ILS, bring her in, call it a day. Hope y'all have enjoyed. It's been fun flying over
And
here.
United 5047 to Seattle Center with you, 36,000. United 5047 Seattle Center, ident. Ident, 5047.
Okay, we got that entered. All right,
Yeah,
let's.
5047 radar contact, 65 miles south of the Klamath Falls VOR, flight level 360, clear direct battleground VOR, Bravo Tango Golf. Clear direct battleground, United 5047.
Okay, anti-ice landing coming on with the lights.
King Air 03 Juliet radar contact, say altitude.
Altitude 1,000 feet and climbing.
King Air 03 Juliet, climb maintain 12,000.
Climb maintain 12,000, King Air 03 Juliet.
Alaska 1230, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff, Alaska 1230.
Delta 172, for taxi.
Delta 172, runway 34 right, taxi via Bravo.
Taxi via Bravo, runway 24 right, Delta 172.
Okay, good. 8,000, 270. He's going to descend us to 5
Seattle
next.
Center, November, King Air 03 Juliet. Can we go ahead and make the turn to Hort by any chance?
King Air 03 Juliet, I was waiting for you to get above some MVAs. You're clear direct Newport, Oscar November Papa.
Oscar November Papa, King Air 03 Juliet.
All right, flaps will begin. VNAV's good. Get a little longer with the spoilers. All right, 240.
Alaska 1230, radar contact, say altitude.
We are passing 900 for 9,000, Alaska 1230.
Alaska 1230, climb maintain flight level 330.
Climb maintain flight level 330, Alaska 1230.
20 miles, okay.
Caravan 904 Lima for runway 35, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 35 Olympia, 94 Lima.
All right.
Say again. Say again.
Delta 172 in Bravo, for runway 24 right.
Delta 172, Seattle Center, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24 right, Delta 172.
Hello, Seattle Center, United 23, climbing through 11,000 for 7,000.
United 23, Seattle Center, radar contact, climb maintain flight level 270.
Climbing maintain 270, United 23.
Alaska 1230, turn right, direct Chinmo.
Turn right direct to JUMIS, last to 1230.
Sam Force 18, descend and maintain 5,000.
Down to 5,000, Sim Air Force 18.
Salt Lake City, 94 Lima is off runway 35 Olympia through 1200 for 3,000 in the turn.
And Caravan 94 Lima, Seattle Center, squawk altitude.
Squawk mode speed, 94 Lima.
Oh boy.
Kinger 94 Lima, radar contact, climb and maintain 6,000. You can turn left direct Victoria Viewer.
Up to 6,000 left turn direct Victoria Fjord.
Now, when he makes this turn to the north, folks, whatever that heading will be, we're going to slow to 220. And as we get ready to intercept, I'm going to then bring us down to 180 and start introducing the flaps and all of that good fun stuff. One last check, 110.3.051, good.
Sam Air Force 18, turn right heading 310.
Right turn 310, Sim Air Force 18. Okay, folks.
United 23 cleared direct Judah.
Clear direct Judah, United 23.
Delta 172, radar contacts altitude.
Altitude.
United 23, just to confirm, Tango Oscar Sierra Echo Hotel.
United 23 negative, Juliet Uniform Delta Alpha Hotel.
Roger, United 23. Giving us a shortcut today.
Seattle Center, King Air 03 Juliet, requesting to step away from the flight deck for 2 minutes.
King Air 03 Juliet, that's approved, report back.
Approved, report back 03 Juliet.
Sam Force 18, turn right heading 020, maintain 4,300 till established on the local as you're cleared ILS runway 5.
Right turn 020, maintain, what was that altitude again?
4,300.
We'll maintain 4,300 till established, Sim Air Force 18.
Center 02132 crossing 4,000 feet.
Delta 172, radar contact, climb maintain flight level 350.
Ground maintain full 340, Delta 172.
Delta 172, flight level 350.
Delta 172, climb maintain full 350.
And center Sim Air Force 18, runway in sight and established.
Sam Air Force 18, runway 5, clear to land.
Cleared to land, runway 5, Sim Air Force 18.
Seattle Center, King Air 903 Juliet, we're back on the flight deck.
King Air 03 Juliet, roger.
Center 94 Lima, level 6000.
Caravan 904 Lima, roger. Do you want to climb to 10,000 or vectors around terrain?
Yeah, that does a little. No, we'll take 10,000 for 94 Lima.
Caravan 904 Lima, climb maintain 10,000.
Maintain 10,000 for Lima.
Delta 172, clear trek Jinmo.
Delta 172, see ya.
Delta 172, clear trek Jinmo. Juliet, India, November, Mike Oscar.
Delta 172, direct Jimo, Juliet, India, November, Mike Oscar.
Plane's mine. See how
Seattle
we
Center,
can
Charlie
screw
Alpha
this.
X-ray 75. Go ahead. Britain Norman Islander at 2,500 feet via part of Bellingham. Request permission to enter airspace. Charlie Alpha X-ray 75, Seattle
Okay, clear to
Center.
land, gear down, 3 flap,
So you need to
flaps 30,
transition the
brake
Bellingham
set.
airspace.
Here we go.
Roger that. We'll be coming in by the HUH VOR. Charlie Alpha X-ray 75, transition approved, Bellingham, altimeter 29er. Altimeter 29er, Charlie Alpha X-ray 75. TBM 76 Delta Quebec, you seem to be off course, turn right heading 030.
Turning right to 300 for 76 Delta Quebec. I didn't know what the heck happened.
Heading for TBM 76 Delta Quebec, turn right heading 030.
Heading 300 to the right for 76 Delta.
30 degrees, 030.
030 for 76 Delta.
Minimums. $100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Welcome to Fairchild Air Force Base.
76 Delta Quebec, can you help me from here on out? The legs wants me to go to the left. I'm got tied into Alpha, Alpha Yankee Romeo is my next leg.
I don't know where that fix is. You should be on the Hawk 7. If you can, you clear direct Sonder intersection. King Air 03 Juliet, descend to maintain 5,000 and let me know when you have the weather and NOTAMs at Tillamook.
Six Delta Quebec, are you sure it's 7? I got 8.
King Air 03 Juliet, descend to maintain 5,000. And let me know your approach request into Tillamook.
We'll let you know our approach request into Tillamook. Let's just get it. I'm gonna get it really quickly for King Air 03 Juliet.
And Center Sim Air Force 18's off taxiway, off runway 5. Sorry.
Sam Air Force 18 taxi via Papa to the ramp.
Via pop to the ramp. Sim Air Force 18, thanks. That way I'm out of your hair. All right, folks.
Center 94 leaving out level 10.
Roger.
We got a lot of ramps to choose from. You know, he said
Status 6 Delta Quebec. What was that waypoint again?
goodness gracious.
TBM 76 Delta Quebec. Let's just do this. Turn right heading 040, descend and maintain 7,000.
That's what the guy wanted to start with, is to be.
Was that turn right to 4040 and descend down to 4,000?
040 on the heading and down to 7,000.
040 on the heading and descend down to 7,000 for 76 Delta Quebec.
Seattle Center, King Air 03 Julia. If we could get the RNAV into 13, that'd be great.
King Air 03 Juliet, roger, clear direct. IH.
Clear direct IH for King Air 03 Juliet.
Seattle Center, good evening, Delta 8926 on ground at Portland, ready for push and start.
Delta
Thank you,
8926 Seattle Center squawk mode.
Mike.
Charlie.
Yo.
I think your boy's streaming.
Seattle Center
Which
Spirit
boy?
427 at
Parker.
Vector request clearance.
Really?
Hawker 125.
Spirit Wings 427
That's
Seattle
nice
Is that
to hear
him?
that.
Center
Yeah,
clear
that would
San
be
Jose
him.
Airport. Mini 5 departure, his key transition then is filed.
He's just streaming music though. He's probably playing the drums.
Departure this frequency squawk
That
6627.
sounds about like him.
6627 Spirit Wings 427. Spirit Wings 427, read back, call for taxi, or call for push. We'll call for push.
All right, let's get the APU on.
Delta
folks.
8926, push
Find
back on
us
a taxiway,
parking spot.
Kilo face east.
Push back on taxiway Kilo, facing east, Delta 8926.
Should have parked on the west ramp.
Seattle Center, Delta 1244.
Delta 1244, go ahead.
Seattle Center, Delta 1244, 65 southeast of Kimberly, flight level 380.
Delta 1244, Seattle Center, radar contact, welcome. Bellingham Tower, Charlie Alpha X-ray 75, request base 34, base left 34. Charlie Alpha X-ray 75, I thought you were transitioning. You want to land at Bellingham? Yeah, I'm going to land at Bellingham, yes. Charlie Alpha X-ray 75, you can turn base runway 34, runway 34, clear to land. Roger that, clear to land runway 34, Charlie Alpha X-ray 75. TBM 7, Delta Quebec, turn right, heading 050.
To the right for 050 for 76 Delta.
Yeah, we could have parked on that ramp too. Doggone it. Oh well, we'll take this. We're already
King Air 03 Juliet, cross IH at or above 5,400. Cleared RNAV runway 13 into Tillamook.
4,500, King Air 03 Juliet.
You stepped on me. King Air 03 Juliet, cross IH at or above 5,400. Cleared RNAV runway 13 into Tillamook.
Cross IH at or below 5,400, cleared RNAV 13 into Tillamook. Sorry about that for King Air 03 Juliet.
Yeah, just make sure it's at or above, not at or below. At or above.
At or above 5,400. Thank you very much.
All right, folks, we are coming into the blocks. Let's make sure the brake's set, and it did. All right. Welcome again, Fairchild folks. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Nice little 2-hour jaunt up here.
TBM 76 Delta Quebec. You're still not flying 050. I need you to turn right, heading 060 now.
Turning right to 060 for 76 Delta.
Delta 7, TBM 76 Delta, descend and maintain 3000.
Going to 3 for 76 Delta.
Alright, we got her shut down here. Let me get my ICAR program. Alright, according to this, we flew 2 hours, 10 minutes. I hate this, it never shows my landing.
Bellingham Tower, Charlie Alpha X-ray 75 on final approach 34. Charlie Alpha X-ray 75, runway 34, clear to land.
Alright, let me go over here to Sim Air Force. At 348 feet a minute they got us at. Cool. I'll leave that out there for them. Alright, so I hope y'all enjoyed.
TBM 76
Let's
Delta
take
Quebec,
a look
Seattle
real
Airport,
quick
11
at some,
o'clock, 11 miles, report inside.
it was a little
I
rough.
have the port insight for 76 Delta Quebec.
Hang on a second. I am getting
TBM
rid of
76
that.
Delta Quebec, cleared.
I was only 11 off.
Sorry, I wasn't tracking there. Too much going on. Coco, welcome. I hope you're having a great day. Sorry to say, we're about to close up here. I hate to say that. But thanks for coming out, being a part. Airborne Radio Actual. That's you right in front of me. Looks cool. Coco will take over cockpit and take all cookies. We don't have cookies on board. Bullets and beans. Airborne Radio Actual. Well, I just came off, so. All right, so let's look at Sim Toolkit here real quick. I need to get some food. So let's get this going here. All right, so we came in with 460 feet a minute. Yeah, it was a little hard on the landing. All right, so a nice direct we got from center. Obviously really cool. Viewing the details. 2 hour, 19-minute total flight, 700 miles, 800, or let's try that again. 8,500 kilograms of fuel. 1.5 G's on the landing, and 460 feet a minute. I think we were pretty fast. That might be why. But we planted it right where one should, right on the visual landing and pretty much on the center. So, oh, where did I get this plane? I will get you that link here momentarily. So there's the rest of the numbers for it, folks. So let's clear this out and this out. And let me see. Do I have that open down here? No, I don't. All right, for those interested, oh, my bad. I thought it was above that. Here we go. All right, for those interested in this, it's actually several aircraft. Let me explain this when I get it up here. Here comes the link. You're going to get several aircraft with it. Now, make sure you have the flight factor 767. Is it hang on, where's my, I just had it. A professional extended version. That'll give you the aircraft you'll pull up to see this. The 767-200S Sierra Fox F. So, and then if you start it with the Pratt & Whitneys, you won't have a problem. But if you see white engines, double check that you started it with the Pratts. They'll flip over fine on the ground. Here, I'll show it again. I should be able to show it. Hang on. And airplane. All right. So you see they're gray right now. We're on the Pratt & Whitney engines. If we go to the, oh, it won't let me. Let me see. Let me try something here. Open all. I'm just giving a try. You never know. Okay, let's go back to airplane. Nope, won't do it. Only in the beginning of your flight will it do that. So if you miss it, okay, should be in the chat room, the link. If not, I'll put it out again. So make sure you have the 767 from Flight Factor Professional extended version. That'll give you the freighter, the 767-200 and the 767-300s. To then just add that like you would anything. They go in the same folder. Start the 767SF, that's Sierra Fox, with the Pratt & Whitneys. Now in the beginning of this stream, we were able to flip them back and forth, GE to Pratt's. I get it right now, it may not. But anyway, really great colors. There's also one in the, hang on a second, 300. Now granted, this aircraft was built around the 767-200 airframe. Modifications all throughout it, obviously. Wish we had the boom in the back. I get it. Not easy to add in along with the wing pods for the refueling of Navy aircraft. So, but overall, paint job looks pretty good, if not spot on. And the tail numbering and all of that looks pretty good as well. So you're right. Airborne radar actual, you're right on. It looks amazing. I'll swing it around here into the sunlight. Like I said, we could quibble over colors, and I think it looks phenomenal. So, but folks, that's going to be a wrap for tonight for me. I have got to get some food. My wife would like to get some food, and probably will not be on again tonight. But I want to thank you, especially those of you that came out for both flights. Oh, that's right, folks. There was one before this morning over in the Far East. We flew out of Singapore to Bali, Indonesia, to help out a controller get his rating. So we're trying to help out as much as we can. Those early starts can be, tough on us. It's late for them. So both sides of it is rough, but it was fun.
Damn, I think I just got the global package.
That'll work too. I don't even know what all comes with that one.
Are you sure that'll work?
It should. It said it would. As long as you got the SF, you should be okay. The
Okay.
767-200 Sierra Fox. And beautiful plane. I like flying this. I actually like flying the Airline 200 ER for TWA in this one. So, and Piedmont. So, all right, folks. Well, I hope you all have a great night. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow sometime. I got another little flight up my sleeves that I've been trying to fly all week that just time has gotten the best of me on it. So you all have a great day. You're getting ready to take off from Fairchild. Well, let me take a look here real quick. Ah, Spade. Ooh, F-16ing it, huh? Over to NFL. Spade 2-2. See who you're with. Okay, cool. Okay, the 767 from Flight Factor costs. The liveries don't. Now, you can get liveries for the package. They don't include military. So, but this package that I put the link out for is free through Threshold. Was that who it went through? Yeah, Threshold. Just got to get a ID with them. And that's it. So, well, you all have a great night. We're going to call it, and we'll see you tomorrow. God bless you all. No one. No one but yourself, huh? You know, it always helps to turn the music up. So, again, folks, we'll see you tomorrow. Hope you all have a great night. Be safe this weekend. Looking forward to seeing you all come Monday for sure when we take to the air. But tomorrow, I do plan something sometime. I just don't know yet what time. So we'll see you then. God bless.